Welcome to the Talking Balls Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Just 16 days away from kicking off the 2024 football season. Midway through fall camp, scrimmage number 2 takes place this morning inside of Neyland Stadium. We'll have that covered. Updates coming hopefully later throughout the day, maybe tomorrow. We'll get that information out to you guys as quickly as possible. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited about some of the position battles, the competition that's going on. You know, we say iron sharpens iron, and I get it. That's cliche, but that's the reality. The fact that Chaz Nimrod is pushing Squirrel White, that's going to benefit this football team in the fall. Also, you flip over to the defensive side of the ball, you know, Christian Harrison and Boo Carter trying to take advantage of an unfortunate situation with the injury to Jordan Thomas, but both of those guys are going to compete. You look at the safety position, say what you will about Will Brooks. Again, that competition, I think the best man's going to play. Tim Banks does seem to show a little bit of favoritism towards the veteran guys. So if Will Brooks wins the job, we're going to ride with Will Brooks. You guys can talk about that in the comment section, but it's also the start of the Nico era. Nico truly is going to take over this offense. We're going to see what he can do with it. You know, we said all year last year, 2023 felt like we were in cruise control, felt like we were coasting through the season. What does this offense look like when Nico's had a full offseason and this offense is prepared for him? This is his offense now. I think the offense was a little dumbed down last year for Joe Milton. We've talked about that. I think Nico can make some of the throws that Joe can't. I think Nico has a higher football IQ than Joe, but it's not just about Nico. I think he's probably got more pressure on him than any other college football quarterback in the country, but it's not just about him. It's about the weapons around him, a veteran offensive line, a veteran defensive line. Tim Banks said it, best defensive line in the country. We played the clip from Greg McElroy on the live stream last night. By the way, if you missed it, go back, give it a watch. Balls JP came home to the Talking Balls Network, but we talked about Greg McElroy saying that Tennessee could be the best defense in the SEC. How good can this football team be if you've got the best offense and the best defense? This is a Josh Heupel-led team. We should be talking about that offense, but Greg McElroy says no, they could have the best defense in the SEC. That wide receiver room's loaded. How about that tight end room? A lot of talk about Ethan Davis, Holden Stace, not only them, but also Miles Kitselman. I want to go over and take a look at this article. ESPN.com, College Football Ranking 2024, ranking the top 100 players before the season. Now, if we go over, take a look, we can scroll on down here to number 92. And again, we're talking about a red shirt freshman in Nico Iamaleava, 2023, not ranked. He wasn't in the top 100, coming in number 1 overall player in his class, but 2024, he comes in at number 92, says a top 25 recruit in 2023. That's comical. The fact that ESPN even tries to pretend that they cover recruiting is a joke. Number 1 player in his class in 2023. Iamaleava gave us a taste of what he's capable of in 2023, completing 28 of 45 for 314 yards, 2 touchdowns, scrambling 9 times for 72 yards, and rushing for 3 bowl touchdowns against Iowa. He looks like the total package. Now, in that Iowa game, you know, Coach Jay brought up a great point in the postgame show. What Nico opened up inside the red zone, the ability to run, the ability to improvise, the ability to make plays with his legs, whether by design or whether just freestyling, backyard football, making plays. Nico and this football team were 100% in the red zone. Now, again, I'm excited to see what this offense looks like when it's dialed in for Nico, when it's his offense. What do they install? How different does it look? Because, you know, there's so many of us that speculated what this offense looked like in 2022, number 1 scoring offense in the country, and what it looked like in 2023. It looked like a different offense. Now, why was that? Was it about trust? Throughout the entire 2023 season, we kept saying that we felt like there wasn't a trust in Joe Milton to go out and run the full offense. Is that the reality? Some people want to chalk it up to Alex Golesh going off to USF and Joey Halsley stepping in as the offensive coordinator. What do you think it was in 2023? Are you concerned in 2024 about Alex Golesh not being here? I know some people are. Some people are putting that on Golesh. I think this is Josh Heupel's offense. It was always Josh Heupel's offense, and I think we're going to see what it actually looks like in 2024 once again. The thing I love about Nico, again, nobody in the country has more pressure on them than Nico Iamaleava. And this was a quote from him back in spring camp, and I absolutely love it.
You know, I know what I came here to do, and, you know, it's my job to go and get that done.
But again, it's not just about Nico. It's about this entire football team. Again, the Greg McElroy quote, this could be the best defense in the SEC. Let's go over and take a look at who the number 1 ranked player is in the country for 2024. ESPN not only ESPN, it's all over the place. It's all over the national media. They are talking about James Pierce and how he could be a number 1 overall NFL draft pick. What does that do for Tennessee? What does that do for the perception of the Vols? And what does that do for recruiting, right? It's so important. Guys want to get developed. Guys want to get to the league. James Pierce predicted to be the number 1 overall draft pick. ESPN ranks him number 1 overall going into the 2024 season. Says entering his 3rd season at Tennessee, the 6'5", 243-pound Pierce is the top pass rusher in the country despite having started only 3 career games. He's projected as a top 10 pick in the 2025 NFL draft and has 16.5 tackles for loss and 12 sacks in his first 2 seasons. Pierce was a first-team All-SEC selection last season by both the AP and coaches after ranking 5th nationally with 38 total pressures. James Pierce is a cheat code. And I'm not just talking about EA Sports College Football 25 either. I'm talking about on the actual field of play in the SEC. James Pierce is a cheat code. But again, talking about Nico and how it is about him, but it's not just about him. It's about the weapons around him. It's the same with James Pierce. I'm going to play this clip with Joshua Josephs, and I love it because he's sitting there with a shirt on that says confidence. Let's listen to what Joshua Joseph said about this defensive line.
No team can really stop us. Like, you can't handle what we have. Like, even like the amount of rotations, we're going to be so fresh off the field. We got Big O, Big E, Jackson Moy. We got Bryson Eason, Omar Norman Lott. We got Dave and Hodge. And then that's just the interior right there. Them 6 guys on the interior that's going to be rotating. And then on our edges. Like, y'all see it, man. You see who we got, man. We got James Pierce. Oh, Rip, come on, dude. Can't even plan for him. We got James. We got Caleb Herring. Bro, come on. Yo, Caleb is the dog. We got Jason Jenkins. I'm telling you, he's a sleeper. Jason Jenkins is a sleeper. Don Bailey for sure. Tyree, we got dogs everywhere. So it's like you can't really plan for us, honestly.
Dogs everywhere. What I love about that clip is how he says we're going to be fresh, right? They are going to wear down. They are going to grind on some offensive lines because that rotation is so deep. When the 4th quarter rolls around, you got this offense going up-tempo, fast-paced, grinding on that other defense, and then you're going to have this defensive line rotating and wearing down opposing offensive line units. Depth is something we have lacked on at this football program for a long time, and we've got it going into the 2024 season. I want to take a look at one last category. We're 8 minutes into the video. Do me a favor. Do that YouTube stuff. Smash the thumbs up. All that good stuff. Jump into the comment section. You guys have been attacking the comment section with GBO. That helps the channel. The videos are going up. We are off to the races. We appreciate you guys. If it's your first time here, welcome. We're not experts on the Talking Vols Network. We're not insiders or media. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Next live stream coming up on Saturday around noon. We're going to be covering the live commitment of 5-star offensive tackle David Sanders. But let's jump into it. Let's talk about one last category. That is Breakout Player of the Year. They mentioned Tennessee wide receiver Chris Brazzell. He's a sophomore. That's what excites me about this team. We got a lot of talent, but we got a lot of young talent as well. 6'5", 200 pounds. He's a red zone cheat code. We've been watching clips of him the entire fall camp, going up, making plays. We broke one down last night on the live stream. Go back, check it out, give it a watch. It's got his ESPN rankings here. I don't really care about that. At Tulane, he played in 13 games, had 44 catches, 711 yards, 4 touchdowns. Every touchdown was different. That's something I've talked a lot about with Chris Brazzell. He's versatile. He can do different things, go up and get 50-50 balls. He can beat you on the slant. He can do so many things that I like about his game. Said it wouldn't be characterized as a sleeper with his previous team or league as he earned third-team All-AAC honors after leading Tulane in receiving last fall. Now tries to build his reputation in the SEC and joins the Vols receiving room that includes proven players in Squirrel White, Brew McCoy, and Dante Thornton, as well as incoming freshman Mike Matthews, an ESPN 5-star recruit. I don't know that I would call Dante Thornton proven. I think Dante Thornton still has something to prove, and that's why I'm not writing him off. I'm still excited about Thornton. I think he can still make some plays this fall, but as he was starting to come along last year is when the injury hit. So I don't know that I would call him proven yet. He says, but Brazzell has impressed his new coaches, and not just with the big playability he displayed at Tulane, 7 catches of 30 yards or longer. Coach's take here, he's a guy that pops out for Tennessee. Josh Heupel told ESPN he has length, that's athleticism, has the ability to be extremely explosive vertically, but he's gifted that way too. 6 foot in the ground. He's got great ball skills, and he's got a great catch radius. Now, something I liked was Willie Martinez met with the media yesterday talking about the defensive backs. He was asked about Chris Brazell. And again, when we talk about iron sharpening iron, when Chaz Nimrod is pushing Squirrel White, when some of these position battles and competition are playing out, that's going to make you a better football player. But also, from a different perspective, this offensive line going head-to-head with the best defensive line in the country is going to make them better. These DBs having to line up and cover Brew McCoy, Squirrel White, Chaz Nimrod, Dante Thornton, that's going to make these defenders better too. Listen to Willie Martinez. I love the laugh at the beginning when he was asked about Chris Brazell. Let's take a listen to this last clip.
Every day, his speed, his competitiveness. Like, Braz is very competitive and plays with a lot of fire and energy. We better do that on our side of the ball, right? I mean, that's what you got to have great energy and stuff like that. But very competitive, high-level player. So that's only going to make us better. And we got a great group of wide receivers. That. Again, they're going to be playing on Sundays, right? So it's easy for my job to just tell the kids, hey, man, you want a great resume? Put it on video. Put it on video against these guys. They're going to be playing on Sunday. And Braz is one of those guys, highly competitive, physical player, not very quiet. It's kind of cool. That's kind of like we like it. And but he's making us better.
Nico Iamaleava, James Pierce, two of the top 100 players in 2024, according to ESPN. Chris Brazell, a possible breakout player for 2024. Who's your breakout player? Drop in the comment section. Let's talk about it. A lot of good quotes in this video that had me fired up and encouraged. Man, I am excited. 16 days away. We're right around the corner from kickoff, but that is going to do it for this one. If you guys would, I would appreciate it if you would smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the Talking Vols merchandise. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talking Vols. We got all kinds of fun rivalry shirts. We got this clean Vols by Fitty. We got a Knoxville, Tennessee shirt. We got a VWO, Vol World Order, because if you're talking Vols, you're talking Vols for life. But go check it out. The link is in the description below. Also, shout out to the members of the channel. You want to support what we do, think about hitting that join button. You can join the channel for as little as $1 per month. Also, we still have room in the EA Sports College Football 25 Talking Vols Dynasty. There is a link to that in the description below as well. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talking Vols Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.